we're taking game night up a notch.
Oh, boy.
Someone in this room is going to be taken, and it's going to be up to you to find them.
It's a murder mystery party.
Whoever finds the victim wins the grand prize. You're not going to know what's real and what's fake.
Okay, so I was just saying that my face still hurts from laughing.
Which has been 48 hours now.
48 hours of facial tics.
That's
yes.
awesome.
You could almost sue.
I know. See, that's what I'm doing. But I mean, what was the set like? Were you guys cracking up through the entire thing?
When I was working with Kyle, quite a bit.
Yeah, we had fun. The directors yelled a lot. They were very... John and John would scream a lot.
Real taskmasters.
And then Jason would be like, they'd be like, come on, Jason, come on to your trailer. And he's like, no, not till Rachel does. And then you got the directors yelling, stomping their feet and screaming. They take it out on us. But we had fun.
We had a great time.
Yeah, we'd play fetch with the dogs and all. Yeah.
So part of me wants to ask you what crazy game night that you had that caused you to write this movie.
No particular game night actually prompted it. I mean, this guy has plenty of game nights.
Yeah, we played a lot of Mafia at our house, and what I found every time is that people get so heated in the spirit of the game that there's inevitably a moment where someone actually has to apologize.
We like the idea of characters who are so competitive that they don't see what's right in front of them, that this is clearly not a game, you know.
They're concentrating on cheese. This is important stuff.
That's right.
So are you a game person?
I am a game person for sure. I'm no longer really a game person because I've got a couple of girls at home, 11 and 6, and you know, playing board games while they're wanting your attention is not a great look. You can play with them, but the games that they like might not hold your interest and vice versa. So my game nights are sort of in the past, but I do remember them being pretty spicy. Nothing like this movie, but...
No actual, murder and...
No, never got to that level, but there were some long nights.
So do you guys actually do game nights?
Yes, I do.
Yeah? What do you play?
Taboo! Her favorite game in
I love
history.
Taboo.
Oh
I love
my
it.
God.
Did you make him play on set? This sounds like a thing where you've played this together.
On set we played Clue.
Yeah, that was a...
Yeah, Billy has an intense Clue set, and it's 3D.
It's like,
So
yeah.
I know.
But I mean, that one actually you need skill for.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have to. Yeah, it's
You
a
gotta
memory thing.
understand people. You know what I
What's
mean?
this about?
Yeah, I don't know. Because your memory ain't here.
I know, it's a memory thing.
It's a memory thing. You get it? You understand?
Right in the jaw.
Yeah, right in there.
I don't like games. No, we don't play games. We're not game
We're trying to get the
family.
message across clearly today. Do not play games. Never leads to anything good.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate all games. No.
I really do.
Yeah. I like poker. I like poker a lot.
Okay, so I've been hearing about epic Clue battles on set.
Yeah. That she wasn't invited to, apparently. She was like, she feels like she was left out, but the invite was always there, but she never showed up. So who actually was...
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel like
Didn't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up. We shouldn't talk about her being a sore loser. It's fine.
Oh, wait, sore loser, though.
Oh, I am. I'm definitely a sore loser, but not in,
This context.
No, not in that context.
Wait, so are you allowed? Because I'm not allowed to play games because I'm a sore loser.
Are you one of those smashing it across the table and you're like, set it on
yeah.
fire?
Is that what you do?
I mean, I don't smash it across the table.
Sets
it
fun,
on fire,
though.
though. Yes.
I get angry and resentful.
I have a lot of really odd notes on here, but let's start with egg tossing.
Okay.
What was that scene like to shoot?
It was like learning a dance. It was
Yeah.
very choreographed, and it was really fun.
Yeah. And a lot of it, you don't, because of all the technical aspects of it, you don't really get to see what the finished product looks like until you go and watch the movie. And that's one of those scenes that I'm so proud of because
he kept dropping the egg.
that's not true.
Kept dropping the egg.
Not true at all.
He was really holding up production.
Not
we had to
true at all.
finally get him a coach to learn how to catch.
Oh.
I think the problem was who I was receiving it from. You understand?
Was it?
You understand?
Oh, no. Mine were perfect throws.
No, right.
I play football on the side.
Does she?
That was a perfect spiral.
Nice. So the egg toss scene is pretty epic, and everyone was saying that you guys had that seriously planned out before they got there.
Yeah. We pre-vised it with our stunt coordinator, where we kind of had a pretty clear sense of where we wanted each of those moments to go.
Once we found that house, we chose that house partly because it had all these great interior balconies and places you could
essentially
throw
a maze, yeah. But the thing that inevitably happens is Murphy's Law, where something is going to go wrong, and in that case, we were trying to go up from the first floor to the second floor, and we had this whole elaborate, ambitious rig set up to do so, and it wasn't working, and there was a point when we were like, we have to pivot. Like we can't do it the way we envisioned it. And ultimately, our DP suggested using 3 guys on a ladder, which is the most simple, the simplest way to do it. And in fact, like looked great, and people were impressed by that one move.
We had to actually shoot it out of order because not all the actors were there when we needed them. So it was like the person throws it to them, but that's shot, yesterday. It's really mind-boggling.
And like Birdman, where it wasn't a true oneer, and there are multiple shots that are comprised of it, we used the same visual effects team, Rodeo Effects, to kind of blend those shots together.
Sometimes the egg was digital, sometimes it was real, so it's a whole different.
Yeah, because I was going to ask. I mean, do you have to test the actors and see if they can catch?
Not in that case. Well, sometimes,
no. Well, Kylie Bunbury was great because she played a professional baseball player in the last show that she did.
And Lamorne had to catch it for real.
Lamorne had to
Jason
catch it, and
didn't.
There's a lot of running too, and they were all game. I mean, there was not a single diva on set that was like, I don't want to do that. I could hurt my knees. So it was definitely helpful in that sense.
Well, that was oftentimes writers will write the city of Atlanta burns, like that, but that will take you 4 weeks to shoot, and that was kind of the case with this, that we kind of have a chase around a house with a fragile egg. It takes a lot for a director to kind of distill that down and or expand on that in this case, and figure out some sort of visual strategy for that. And in this case, the writers were also the directors, so they had a plan, and they obviously did a lot of work with in pre-production for that, because there was a bunch of different camera tricks and equipment and stuff, and it was just fun as an actor to kind of help all that through and be a good soldier and do what they tell you to do.
I couldn't really concentrate on anything other than the fact that I had to catch it at the end. So it was a really amazing, complicated filming process that I couldn't enjoy because I was like, God, what if I
We practiced by the trailers, just throwing like a milk jug at her. Like, catch that. Sharon.
Oh, see, no, I did ask the directors if they had to test you guys about, whether or not you could catch things.
Right. They might have tossed a couple of things to me.
Yeah, definitely lines.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
And what was it like working with these 2 directors?
They're great. They're really fun. They created a nice, easy atmosphere on set, and they were incredibly well prepared and took their job really seriously without being uptight at all. And that's all you can ask for as an actor, for a director to come in with a plan, and but then have that plan be so well thought out that they're able to pivot and be flexible with it if there's a better idea around.
So great.
Yeah.
They're so wonderful. They're really funny and obviously extremely talented.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, now after seeing the final product, you understand all these shots, because we'd be sitting on set and think, okay, we're doing this whole dolly thing and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I don't get it.
And then when you watch the film, I mean, it's impactful.
Yeah.
It's not just a comedy.
I mean,
they really did it.
People are talking Oscars for these 2. For this. Oscars, yeah.
And you guys also had some pretty cool cameos.
Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Wright, Michael Sheen, oh my God, Lamorne Morris. Yeah.
That's the best cameo.
Yep.
Except your.
Is it though?
The whole film.
Yep.
You're cameoing in this too.
Yes,
I know.
So talk a little bit about the casting, because you guys have a really great ensemble here.
Yeah. Well, Jason was attached as a producer, and we convinced him to play Max. And then, luckily, we got Rachel McAdams to come aboard, and we were super excited because she and Jason haven't really done this before together, and they were so charming and winning, and it felt like a loving relationship, even though they have their issues.
Yeah. The biggest mystery, though, going into it was the chemistry between the characters, because we didn't really know if there was going to be any between Rachel and Jason, between the other couples, and what was great is that there was such palpable chemistry between all of them in many different ways. So we kind of lucked into that.
And tell me a little bit about the rest of the cast, because the ensemble was really great.
They're okay.
Yeah,
They're cool.
No, they were great.
Next question.
They were all lovely and really fun to hang out with, and we sort of spent enough time together to really get to know each other by the end. And yeah, they were great.
They were lovely people.
Yeah.
I really gained friends out of this process.
Was there a bad egg amongst them?
The one who didn't get to play Clue. I'm just...
No. No, there was no bad eggs. I don't think so.
No, of course there wasn't.
No.
No, they were great. It was a pleasure, the whole thing.
And I do have to ask about the dog, because you dumped blood on a dog.
Not real blood.
No, well, no.
The dog loved it.
Well, of course. Dogs do love that. No, I mean, what was that like? Did you plan that out? Like, did you know how that was going to work?
Absolutely. Well, it was kind of we wanted there to be this Rube Goldberg-esque scene where he's trying to get information, and everything that could go wrong does. And we were thinking, okay, what's a version of this that we haven't actually seen before in a movie? And actually, the tonal comp was in Horrible Bosses, when Charlie Day drops the cocaine and it gets all over the place, and then they all get high from
while they're
cocaine.
That was,
and
that
so
was
that
sort
was
of our
kind of
inspiration.
that was the inspiration for this. Like,
stole
what can
from
we do
ourselves.
that hasn't been done before?
That one was pretty short and sweet. You know, you don't want to ask the dog to sit there and behave itself for too long, even though these Hollywood animal actors are pretty good. We just kind of had a few cameras rolling and kept them going, and I knew I kind of had to get the dog from A to Z, and I think we were probably done in 45 minutes with that one little piece. That was pretty simple.
Yeah, I love the dog, by the way. So, was that, I mean, you have a trained dog on set. You're not supposed to work with dogs. How was that?
What do you mean you're not supposed to work with dogs?
Kids are dogs.
Oh, yeah. No, this dog was an absolute pro. Nothing but good things to say about Olivia, and I think there were other ones. It was great, yeah. Always did what it was supposed to do and creeped Kyle out.
Tell him about the diarrhea.
Oh, I'm going to need to hear this.
There's a whole story. We'll tell you when this is over. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, and he's holding the dog.
Oh.
It was a whole wardrobe change and everything. It was awesome. That little dog, I don't know what it ate, but wow.
Yeah.
That was, and I think they're going to put that in the the trailer after the show and show it. I mean, everyone's screaming and yelling. People are running. The boom drops his thing. It's like people were on fire, and that dog was just on the ground spinning, confused. It was everywhere. It's pretty funny when you see it, but I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up.
No,
That's maybe my favorite interview answer ever. So I did want to ask you about the fight scene, because that was pretty epic, and it's not something you really think of when you go to do a comedy.
That was one joy of doing this. I got to do a little bit of everything through this whole movie, and those stunt guys were really great, and that was a lot of planning and timing put into that, and it was violent, and it was fun. It was fun, and offset so well by Jason's line at the table with everyone and the music, and then when it steps outside and looks in, good stuff. It was well made.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, did you have to actually go through training for that?
No, it's more on the spot.
Oh, just the actual punching and
Yeah. But they were good. You know, you want guys who know what they're doing when you're swinging, throwing, and doing all that stuff.
Nice. Well, I mean, you've also got, like, climbing into the ceiling scenes.
Yeah, he did his own stunts, sir.
Yeah, I'm a stuntman.
Did you really?
I'm a stuntman.
Are you?
On the side. I mean, if anybody out there looking for a stuntman, dark skin, 6'3".
You should have been in the Black Panther movie.
Yeah, they hired me for Black Panther, but the stunts weren't aggressive enough for me.
Oh.
I'm hardcore.
You did fall into a door.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, because they wrote that in the script. I was like, this is dumb. I'd jump over the wall. But I fell through it. Had to get a new door because I hurt the door. His feelings emotionally. I hurt the door emotionally.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the door now.
You shouldn't. You got paid a lot of money.
So I feel like it's good that you weren't doing scenes with the dog then.
Yeah, oh God. No.
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah, no.
No, we would not have gotten along.
No bueno.
This is instructions on how to remove a bullet. Didn't have rubbing alcohol, so I got you this lovely shard.
Good idea. Way to pivot.
And then a squeaky toy.
For the pain.
That's smart, huh?